Hello, I'm Mr. Baker, Assistant Principal here at Waisley Hills High School with the responsibility for teaching and learning. Tonight I'm going to speak to you briefly about our expectations of you as learners and what we provide in the way of structures to support you with your learning and scaffold so that when you meet challenges you're in a position to actually rise to that challenge, make the gains that we expect and ultimately fulfil your full potential. In coming here to Waisley Hills High School, we expect a lot of our learners. Learning's not an easy thing to do, and often you meet challenges and you have to be well resourced to be the best learner that you can be. We expect students to have the appropriate stationery to be able to access the information online that we share with them through Satchel One, and importantly to have a place to study here at school but also at home and have the right resources there to be able to continue with your studies when you're not in school. Resources such as books and stationery are really important, and likewise a healthy mind is paramount to be able to learn and be the best that you can be. So early sleep, regular hydration and healthy food is really important, along with doing things that really reinforce well-being and mindfulness, and we really take that seriously at Waisley Hills High School. Rising to challenges and being the best learner that you can be means that you have to be in a strong, resilient position, and we'll help you to achieve those skills while you're here with us. Our curriculum and our purpose is based around 4 letters, which we actually call CASE. The most important one really is knowledge. That one really stands out because every student in our school we expect to develop expert knowledge in the subjects that they study. Our staff are highly trained in their own subjects, and they will expect you to actually, again, rise to that challenge, learn new vocab, be able to speak like a professional in that subject, and actually gather new information, be it in science, maths, English, geography, RE, languages, a whole host of different subjects. And we really want to stretch and challenge you to be expert in that subject knowledge. Alongside that, we call them the ACE, the skills and the attributes that make you a better person and a stronger learner in the future when you go behind the walls of Waisley Hills High School, possibly to university or onto the world of work. Attributes make you a better learner, a stronger person and a more resilient person to rise to the many challenges that people actually face as they learn and work. And then the skills, again, allow you to work your way around challenges in lessons, but also beyond those situations, whether you're on a school trip, whether you're in a club, or actually whether you're in work or trying to help someone, those skills will really come into hand. Experiences are really important to us. Experiences actually are all about really opening your eyes to the things that you may not have experienced so far in life. Experiences can be within the classroom, learning new languages, new ways of working, listening to staff's interests and your peers' interests, or it could be experiences such as our Lanreed Year 9 trip, where students abseil, climb, pothole and actually face challenges and overcome fears that they haven't actually ever had the opportunity to really rise to in the past. It's a brilliant trip. If the weather's good, it's even better. But all of those experiences will make you into a very strong and responsible student here at Waisley Hills High School. Now, learning in our school is actually very structured. Every lesson follows the same structure and we call it the 4-part lesson cycle. First of all, students have to connect with their learning from previous lessons. It might even be from previous subjects that they've visited or even previous years. Sometimes we ask you what you learnt at primary school and we build on that knowledge. Having connected with your previous learning, we then move on to an informed stage. Staff will share information with you in a wild and wonderful, wacky, sometimes strange way, whether it's videos, experiences, modelling, practicing all these different techniques that we use to really explore and share new information with you. Sometimes it's really exciting, sometimes it's a bit noisy, sometimes it's perfectly silent. It just depends what challenge and which way we're looking to share that information with you. Now, exploration, the explore stage is really important because that new knowledge is when actually we put the responsibility and the onus on you to actually pull that information apart. Sometimes it can be through developing presentations, other times through using IT skills, sometimes through actually modelling or making, but the exploration skills are always guided and will always support you as members of staff to get through that stage and really pull apart, ask any questions and learn new knowledge that will help you become more expert in that subject. Finally, the last stage of a lesson is the apply stage. Now sometimes we call these exit tickets because they can be a series of small questions which staff ask you to actually look at whether you've learnt and how you can apply your new learning to a range of different contexts. Sometimes the apply stage can actually be through presentations, or it could actually be through sharing information with your peers, through talking or on mini whiteboards and so on. Basically every lesson has a lot of variety and you'll really enjoy learning here at Waverley Hills High School. Now as part of this we've got 10 components to great teaching and learning. Many staff actually are exploring and constantly experimenting with new ways of actually questioning students, developing and enriching your vocab, modelling information and so on. Teaching and learning is not something that stands still here at Waverley Hills High School. You are learning and teachers are learning, and together we experiment with new ways of learning based on research, and we look for the best ways to share information to engage you and for you to enjoy your learning of those subjects. In addition to this, we look at reading and oracy. We never drop reading from our ideal. In lessons, albeit it might be different subjects, reading will be paramount. You need to be confident as a reader and be able to access vocab and share it to be able to actually become expert in your subjects. Likewise, oracy and the ability to actually speak and communicate is so important out there in our world to be confident and an efficient team member. So you'll see that teachers include a whole range and a host of activities which actually allow you to speak to your peers, sometimes to speak in assemblies, and sometimes to actually speak within drama or presentations. What you'll notice though is we never really put people on the spot. It's all about building confidence. So as you join us in year 7, don't think that you're going to be singled out straight away. We carefully give students the opportunity to build their confidence, to work in smaller groups, and sometimes to have a moment to reflect before sharing their answers. So please don't be nervous about this. We're here to help you, we're here to build your confidence, and we're here to provide you with lessons that you enjoy. Hope to see you soon in September. Hope you found this presentation interesting, and I can't wait to see you in lessons here in September. It's so exciting. Take care. Goodbye.